Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, November 19, 2022. Mercury moves into your sign today, and will visit until December 6th. Venus just began its transit of your sign yesterday. These transits put you in a stronger position to express yourself clearly and effectively and for gaining allies. With Mercury here, you could make more executive decisions. Certainly, you may need to remind yourself to turn your mind off from time to time, remembering that overthinking things is counterproductive. You are busier than usual, more inclined to attract others through your perspective or wit. You can feel especially motivated to get moving on a pet project or learn something entirely new. In the weeks ahead, you'll be projecting more strength in your communications. This is an excellent time to use the power of words to further your interests and attract what you need and want into your life. Career opportunities can arise, too. Today's moon turns your attention to your longer-term goals. Connecting with your ambitions can figure strongly. Welcome to one of the most auspicious periods for romance of the year for you. As sweet Venus, our goddess planet of attraction, beauty, and pleasure, dances within your zodiac sign, your solar first house of identity, she will gift you her abundant blessings until December 9th. Regardless if you are single or attached, this is the most important period to buy a new wardrobe, update your look, or even get a new haircut to soak up her vibes. Everyone will be complimenting you as you rejuvenate your beauty. Also, don't forget to make matters of the heart a top priority, as pleasure and luxury will be drawn upon your path. Be loud and proud. With Mercury entering your sign, you might feel more expressive than usual. Typically, it does not take much for you to speak up and stand out. So, now that the cosmic messenger is expanding and exploring in your sign, you might feel more verbally direct than usual. Although your honesty is greatly appreciated, you will want to ensure that you are considering your tone, turf, and timing. You are coming across as an assertive verbal figure in a professional setting, so be mindful of what and how you express yourself. The moon might be making an ordinary monthly visit to your career sector, but it is at a pivotal point across the income, work, and career fronts. This first visit since last week's eclipsing full moon in your work sector and the last before Venus and Mercury join Pluto in your income sector is a chance to get your bearings and a read on what is already developing behind the scenes. The celestial atmosphere today can make you highly sensitive. You are used to attention in its varying forms, but you are not always especially sensitive to it. To counteract the reactions that may catch you off guard, be aware of your diet today. Do not skip meals. Eat balanced, nutritious meals that respect your taste buds and your internal organs. Plenty of water will help keep you grounded. Stay away from processed sugar. Avoid snacking or other unconscious behaviors. A review of your financial situation may be in order today. The vibration from this adds a great deal to your ability to sort through this area of your life. One thing you might want to avoid, however, is shopping. The temptation to spend more than you should will probably be pretty strong, especially when it comes to treating others. If you do head out today, just keep an eye on your budget so you don't go overboard with your generosity. As the moon makes its second to last visit to your career sector for the year, this was always going to be a valuable chance to check in, but it is what is happening while it is here that is significant. At the same time that the moon is fueling your professional instincts and imagination and allowing you to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged, this is the first visit since last week's eclipsing full moon on the job front and the last before Venus and Mercury join Pluto in your income sector. This is a window into what is developing across the income, work, and career fronts. As Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication, spend their first full day together in Sagittarius, they are already becoming a tight unit. This will become even tighter once they not only align tomorrow but will remain conjunct, with heart and mind on the same page for 6 days. With massive romantic and relationship developments ahead, Venus and Mercury are pooling their resources in order to help you fully embrace this. Our eyes in the sky. This is a good time to think about how best to ask for what you want from your significant other in the bedroom. However, there is some tension in the day, so it might not be the best time to share all your thoughts and emotions. Later, when you're feeling more peaceful, you'll be better able to say exactly what you mean. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. In the early evening hours, you'll have more self-control, perseverance, and energy and be able to get some work done. Enjoy the chill and quiet energy of the evening. It's a nice reprieve from the frenetic energy of recent days. Just after midnight, Mercury enters Sagittarius, having sped through the sign of Scorpio in just under 3 weeks. At this time, depth is traded for breadth. We are less secretive. In fact, we may have very little filter at all, causing us to tactlessly blurt things out in moments of passion, heedless of the long-term implications. We are thinking more optimistically, and in our idealism, assume there is less reason to be guarded. After all, the way to establish connections now is to collect diverse perspectives, and for that to happen, others must feel open to taking us into their confidence. This is an excellent time for philosophical or ideological discussions. Differences in opinion can be hashed out without becoming critical or hostile. However, the lower manifestation of this transit can find us going into preachy territory. We should avoid the elitist supposition that we have done more research or are more invested in our claims than those who we are speaking with. This attitude will only cut us off from true understanding. Your uncontrollable energy is causing you big problems. You are in a state of inner turmoil and find it difficult to remain calm. Your friends and relations find your behavior totally unpredictable. They can't make you out. Talk to others about your mental state. They will understand you better and give you good advice. If you're confused, sort out your contradictory feelings. In matters of the heart, it's difficult for others to be sensitive to your needs. Unfortunately, confusion on your part leads people to avoid you and you feel worse. In being more certain about your feelings, your desirability is enhanced and your outlook improves. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the evening, when the Virgo moon forms a quincunx with Chiron in Aries, agitating our emotions. There may not be any apparent events or situations that are triggering right now. However, on a subconscious level, we feel off. Something is not quite right, but we can't put our finger on it. As we engage with others, nagging sensations communicate that we aren't strong enough or good enough, that we are too little or too much. If we try to interrogate these impressions, they evaporate, but when we let our guard down, they return. Feelings of inadequacy will pass quickly. Don't stress, but do commit to returning to this issue later for a deeper analysis.